Louisiana Beer Review Special Edition. Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor Revisited. Okay, so this was introduced in 1962. And it is currently under the Molson Coors Beverage Company umbrella. It says Mickey's Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Well, that's it, Miller Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But and Miller's owned, can't get this straight, Miller's owned by Molson Coors as well. They always had the Fighting Hornet, Fine Malt Liquor, August 15, 2022. So we're in real good shape on that. Got the little green beer barrel bottle, made to look like a beer barrel. Got the train in the background. It's certified kosher. It's 12 ounces. We get 40 ounces also here. And some stores have the pint cans. There's a riddle under every cap. I don't know what that means. I hate riddles. Makes me have to think. I don't like to have to think. Okay, deep gold, thick has streaming bubbles. They use corn products as their filler, corn syrup, barley malt, hops, yeast. Now the IBUs are like 12 and a fraction. It's not 12 and it's not 13, it's 12 and a fraction IBUs. Prices these days, I don't even want to talk about it because everything is high, and this used to be so cheap, you know, for a 6-pack now. It's disgusting. Disgusting. There's a pungent aroma. It's like a full corn grits and bready barley bread note. Can't say Mickey's is bland. Mickey's is bland. It's almost like a toasted malt. Yes. You get that in the flavor too. I've always noticed that with Mickey's, like just different. Now on the bottom of the 6-pack they had the nutritional information. What did they say? 157 calories. And the ingredients don't have that on this little thing though. 352nd day of 2021 at Brewery 1 B1 at 6:56. Here's your born on date, guys. And it's got the best by date here. Medium bodied. Bitterness, really, sorry about that train. Blame the Kansas City Southern Railroad Company. There's really no bitterness with Mickey's. No appreciable bitterness. There's a little touch of it here at the end of the sip, though, I'll have to say. Sweetness scale. It's 3 out of 5 sugar cubes, so it's on the sweet side, but not in a disgusting way. Bitterness scale, 1.5 out of 5 hop cones. When I first bought Mickey's in 1996, it was in this can, 4 packs. Like I said, we can get 6 packs of these now. I don't know why this came in a 4-pack. Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor. It's got a castle keep, or a castle tower, a man holding a bat, 3 clovers, 3 more clovers, and it says Fine Malt Liquor. G. Heilemann Brewing Company, La Crosse, Wisconsin. Yeah. Okay. And it's got Mickey the Hornet. Guess that's who that is, Mickey the Hornet. When it hit the market in 1962, it was made by Sterling. They lost control of it some kind of way. I bought this around 96, 97 here in this town, Sterling. And I liked it. It was inexpensive for the 6-pack. And I saw they had a quart bottle at the same place, Pilot gas station, convenience store on US Highway 51 northbound. And I said, next week when I stop in here, I'll get that. I'm gonna stop in here and get that quart bottle. And I went back and it wasn't there. And I kept looking around and never could find Sterling again. I couldn't understand it. This was in '97, I know. And then I find out they went out of business. The company went out of business. Evansville Brewing Company, Evansville, Indiana. So I guess they sold Mickey's to Heilemann to try to bring in cash money, and they came out with their own malt liquor brand, which I also bought on Louisiana Highway 22 in Sorrento, Louisiana, one night on way back from an LSU football game. The Bold, the Proud, the Eagle premium malt liquor. Now I guess Evansville was a successor of Sterling, or it was a revamping of it, maybe with an ownership change. So this 6-pack, this was good too. I said, yeah, this is like the Mickey's here is like better than average malt liquor, which means strong beer. It's the only difference between malt liquor and beer is this a stronger format of beer. If you want to call 5.6 strong, I mean, it's a little stronger. But this one, the Eagle, doesn't have that alcohol by volume on it. And I said, yeah, I'm going to... and that was right at the time, like I said, I'm going to stop and get the Eagle again. I couldn't find the Eagle. But of course, I didn't realize the company was out of business. But at least Mickey survived, and Heilemann got bought out by Stroh's right after I bought that can. And then 3 years later, that was in 96, and 3 years later, 99, Pabst bought Stroh's, Heilemann, and the whole thing. But they sold Mickey's and Old English and Hamm's and some other brands off to Miller Brewing Company. So these things change hands, okay? So from Indiana to Wisconsin to another part of Wisconsin. And maybe you might get bottles from Houston, Fort Worth, Texas, perhaps, from that Miller Brewery down there. Okay, so how would I score Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor? It's one of those beers that you can drink, you can't really find any complaints, any faults with it. You know, you can... You say, what's the complaint? Well, there isn't any. So, no skunkiness. You got to worry about that sometimes with green bottles, more so with clear, but no, none of that. I'll go with... I mean, it's not the greatest thing, you know, but I would go with 90, 91. I think 91 out of 100 would be fair. 9.1 out of 10. An A-, but still excellent. If you look at Ray Beer and Beer Advocate, it might have a 0 out of 10. 0 out of 100. Well, that would be the same, right? So, nothing, no score. It's horrendously bad, they would say. Not worth, undrinkable, basically, what they're saying, a 0 out of, or maybe they say a 2 out of 100, you know, something like that. Anyway, that's hardly the case. So, Les Bon Temps Relais, an excellent to an extent stronger than average beer, and I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Milwaukee, Wisconsin and tour the Miller Brewery. And I've done that twice at least, and I think 3 times.